I'm Mary Hartnett with Siouxland Public Media News. The Iowa Supreme Court has declined to reinstate a 6-week abortion ban. That means abortion remains legal in Iowa up to 20 weeks of pregnancy. The 3-3 split leaves a district court ruling in place that rejected Republican Governor Kim Reynolds' request to reinstate the, quote, fetal heartbeat law. All 7 Iowa Supreme Court justices were appointed by Republican governors, but one did not take part in that decision. Reynolds signed the law in 2018. It bans abortions about 6 weeks after a person's last period, with some exceptions. It was permanently blocked by a lower court in 2019 and never enforced. But last year, Reynolds asked the courts to reinstate it. 3 of the justices said that would be unprecedented, but they're open to considering future cases on abortion rights. In a major victory for Native American rights, the U.S. Supreme Court yesterday upheld key provisions of the Indian Child Welfare Act. It's a law enacted 45 years ago to remedy decades of past government abuse. By a 7-2 vote, the court ruled the law does not impermissibly impose a federal mandate on traditionally state-regulated areas of power. Writing for the court majority, Justice Amy Coney Barrett pointed to 2 centuries of precedent that have established a broad congressional right to legislate on Indian affairs, including family law matters. The Indian Child Welfare Act, known as the ICWA, was enacted in 1978 after a congressional investigation found that in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, over 1/3 of all Native children had been removed from their homes, some forcibly, and then placed with non-Indian families and institutions with no ties to their tribe. A just-completed study at the University of Iowa's Driving Safety Research Institute finds there is more work to be done to create an automated vehicle that can safely navigate on Iowa's rural roads. Institute Deputy Director Omar Ahmad says the study is the first of its kind in rural areas. One of the goals of the research was to see if automated vehicles can provide help to elderly residents who can't drive themselves. They created an automated shuttle bus designed to deal with unique situations in rural driving, like navigating on gravel. Ahmed says their automated vehicle had trouble discerning when to move to the middle of the gravel, especially in wet weather. The automated vehicle also had trouble sensing what was a hazard and what was not, sometimes slowing down for dust clouds created on gravel roads. The University of South Dakota's long-serving Dean of Students and Vice President of Student Services, Kim Grieve, is leaving her post. Grieve, who has worked at the university since 2012, according to her LinkedIn page, told the Argus Leader that her position wasn't renewed at USD for the next academic year and that she has accepted a new position at South Dakota State University. Grieve hasn't said what the new position is. That's Siouxland Public Media News. I'm Mary Hartnett.